Daily Bible Reading, Isaiah chapters 35 and 36. The arid desert shall be glad, the wilderness shall rejoice and shall blossom like a rose. It shall blossom abundantly. It shall also exult and shout. It shall receive the glory of Lebanon, the splendor of Carmel and Sharon. They shall behold the glory of the Lord, the splendor of our God. Strengthen the hands that are slack. Make firm the tottering knees. Say to the anxious of heart, Be strong, fear not. Behold your God. Requital is coming, the recompense of God. He himself is coming to give you triumph. Then the eyes of the blind shall be opened, and the ears of the deaf shall be unstopped. Then the lame shall leap like a deer, and the tongue of the dumb shall shout aloud. For waters shall burst forth in the desert, streams in the wilderness. Torrid earth shall become a pool, parched land, fountains of water. The home of jackals a pasture, the abode of ostriches, reeds and rushes. And a highway shall appear there, which shall be called the sacred way. No one unclean shall pass along it, but it shall be for them. No traveler, not even fools, shall go astray. No lion shall be there. No ferocious beast shall set foot on it. These shall not be found there. But the redeemed shall walk it, and the ransomed of the Lord shall return, and come with shouting to Zion, crowned with joy everlasting. They shall attain joy and gladness, while sorrow and sighing flee. In the 14th year of King Hezekiah, King Sennacherib of Assyria marched against all the fortified towns of Judah and seized them. From Lachish the king of Assyria sent the Rabshakeh with a large force to King Hezekiah in Jerusalem. The Rabshakeh took up a position near the conduit of the upper pool, by the road of the fuller's field. And Eliakim, son of Hilkiah, who was in charge of the palace, Shebna the scribe, and Joah, son of Asaph, the recorder, went out to him. The Rabshakeh said to them, You tell Hezekiah, Thus said the great king, the king of Assyria, What makes you so confident? I suppose mere talk makes counsel and valor for war. Look, on whom are you relying, that you have rebelled against me? You are relying on Egypt, that splintered reed of a staff, which enters and punctures the palm of anyone who leans on it. That's what Pharaoh, king of Egypt, is like to all who rely on him. And if you tell me that you are relying on the Lord your God, he is the very one whose shrines and altars Hezekiah did away with, telling Judah and Jerusalem, You must worship only at this altar. Come now, make this wager with my master, the king of Assyria. I'll give you 2,000 horses, if you can produce riders to mount them. So how could you refuse anything, even to the deputy of one of my master's lesser servants, relying on Egypt for chariots and horsemen? And do you think I have marched against this land to destroy it without the Lord? The Lord himself told me, Go up against that land and destroy it. Eliakim, Shebna, and Joah replied to the Rabshakeh, Please, speak to your servants in Aramaic, since we understand it. Do not speak to us in Judean in the hearing of the people on the wall. But the Rabshakeh replied, Was it to your master and to you that my master sent me to speak those words? It was precisely to the men who are sitting on the wall, who will have to eat their dung and drink their urine with you. And the Rabshakeh stood and called out in a loud voice in Judean, Hear the words of the great king, the king of Assyria. Thus said the king, Don't let Hezekiah deceive you, for he will not be able to save you. Don't let Hezekiah make you rely on the Lord, saying, the Lord will surely save us. This city will not fall into the hands of Assyria. Don't listen to Hezekiah, for thus said the king of Assyria, make your peace with me and come out to me, so that you may all eat from your vines and your fig trees, and drink water from your cisterns, until I come and take you away to a land like your own, a land of bread and wine, of grain, fields, and vineyards. Beware of letting Hezekiah mislead you by saying, the Lord will save us. Did any of the gods of the other nations save his land from the king of Assyria? Where were the gods of Hamath and Arpad? Where were the gods of Sepharvaim? And did they save Samaria from me? Which among all the gods of those countries saved their countries from me, that the Lord should save Jerusalem from me? But they were silent, and did not answer him with a single word, for the king's order was, do not answer him. And so Eliakim, son of Hilkiah, who was in charge of the palace, Shebna the scribe, and Joah son of Asaph the recorder, came to Hezekiah with their clothes rent, and they reported to him what the Rabshakeh had said.